Hello, hello, hello. Oh, do we have a show today? ah. Oh, yeah, we got a good one today. We got a good one today. A good one. What a Monday. A crappy Monday. Oh, man. I'll give it a couple seconds. Give it a couple seconds. So, today we got 5 awesome subjects we're going to be discussing. Today we're going to discuss what you're talking about, the take on the paving conference, press conference last week, privileges for one, taxes, wedding of the sea recap. First and foremost, we'll do some announcements on events. Boom, boom, boom. All right. First up to bat this Wednesday at the Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall. I'm assuming rain or shine. We have the Gin Brawl with 48 blocks and Alibi. Starts at 6. The winner is based on the most votes. So come on down and vote for your favorite gin and your gin drink. Let's see who's making what. Let's see who's making what they're doing. I guess the Rusted Revolver is going to be 48 blocks, and Brian's going to be doing Mr. Finger's Alibi. Unless I got that wrong, I don't know. Let me see here. $20 flights. Oh, no. All right, disregard that. So it's $20 flights of gin cocktails of each brand signatures. Sip, vote, cheer. Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall. Pre-game at Tennessee Avenue Tobacco. Go see our man Kobe over there. I'll be there at 4. Try to get 2 cigars in before we rock and roll. What else we got? Seafood Festival. Hold on a second here. Damn, Facebook should do this thing in specific dates. Let's see. We got a goodbye party Saturday the 13th September. Bonfire, 26th Street, bring a team. Smithville in October. Talk more about that later. Vagabike. Vagabond again. October 4, 9 a.m. Sign up for that. Always a good time. Hit your favorite spots. Yeah. There you go. September 3rd. And 13-14 Seafood Fest. Down Beach. Seafood Festival, Ski Beach, and Ventnor. Guys, there's transportation from the Acme Center. John and staff, crew, family takes care of. Or ride a bike, take a skateboard, come by boat, anchor, swimming, paddleboarding, whatever. Room for it all. That's that. All right, let's rock. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta get into this. So, yeah, it's my job to break balls. And are you really supposed to catch feelings if you're not that good at your job, or you don't have a backbone to stand up against somebody that's doing wrong? You just play swallow the leader or follow the leader. Well, in this instance, on subject number one, topic one, we're going to talk about Dorsey. Okay. Now, my man went on a rant, attacking me and whatever, the whole nine. And again, I didn't argue with him. I just cleaned up his story. So, we got a couple mutual friends. I'm sure he reached out to a few. One in particular. And my man was told it would be ill-advised to go on Scott Cronick's show and talk smack. He did not take that advice. I heard the whole thing. To Scott's credit a little bit, and I'll tell you one thing too. Scott mentioned SCOTTCRONICA, Scott Cronick. You know, I childishly did block him. I ain't gonna lie. Where's he at? How do you do that? No, that's not Scott Cronick. But this guy's skinny and cheap. Well, we'll find Scott Cronick. All right, where's the guy at? So, friends, how do we do this here? See more people you know. How about delete friends request suggestion all friends? Custom ones. Let's see. How do you do this? Anyway, we'll figure it out. Anyway, so Scott, he was playing fair, shockingly, and Dorsey went on a tangent on how horrible and how unsuccessful, just like his daddy Marty says, about my businesses with how we serve food, make drinks, whatever, and a third. And Scott told him, hey, that's not true, obviously, this, that, and the third. I let it go. Until, as we saw yesterday, the Lord works in mysterious ways. So what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Mr. Dorsey, a.k.a. Mr. Home Depot, had a tragic accident. Not tragic, well, near tragic accident. One of his employees having 3 people in a vehicle, and this is all on tape. One person driving, 3 people passengers, person driving intoxicated, rear-end another vehicle that was a tow truck. That tow truck was not only carrying a passenger, but the passenger and their vehicle and the driver. Luckily, the passenger, who was the customer of said tow truck company, recorded 3 of his dudes fleeing the scene, leaving the driver there. To my understanding, thank God, the flatbed absorbed a lot of the impact, because had it been a standard SUV, whatever, car, it would have been a lot worse. Fortunately, the lady and driving passenger is okay. A little shaken up. The driver, shaken up. And then it comes back, fake tags, fictitious tags on the vehicle. How are you going to call me out for bad food, this, that, and the third, when listen, we're a bar. Once in a while, something comes out. It may not come out right. Michelin star restaurants have this problem. Whatever. Never said we were the best, but we're highly respectable in our field. Dodo Bird, drinking and driving while he's working for Mr. Dorsey. Fake tags on the vehicle. That's definitely Jeff's problem. Who's the slum guy now? Like, what are we doing here? So, Jeffrey, for the last time, I don't like talking about you. I don't like you. But just shut up. You got your teeth kicked in. Take your lickings like a man. And be about your business. Worry about your business. Obviously, you're not keeping track of what you're doing and, and how you operate and everything. So you might want to concentrate less on me breaking your balls and more about your business and getting your shit straightened out. Just saying. As you were told and warned, don't poke this bear, my man. You're going to lose. All right, let's get to some real news now. The paving news. Great press conference. Marty got inside track of what Congressman Jeff Van Drew was wearing. Marty tried wearing the same outfit, and it didn't work out too well. Marty was late. Marty took all the credit. Marty thinks he's a deal maker, and we all know it is not the case. Okay? Whatever plan the administration and him had, it didn't work. The public stepped it up federally, reached out to Congressman Van Drew, and he did what he did. And to Mr. Van Drew's credit, like him or not, we're doing names, we're not doing sides. Just sat there, and I could tell it annoyed him that Marty was taking the credit for all this, as if this was his idea, and it 100% was not. Do your homework. Paper trail does not lie. It just didn't work out that way. So, luckily, this will get started, hopefully mid-October. Praying it will be federally managed to make sure that fly-by-nighters don't come into this area. But like I said, we have quite a few asphalt people in this area. Quite a few concrete people in this area, locals, proven, generational experience in Atlantic City that know about surprises you may run into, and I'm sure there's going to be a few of them, so let's hope the locals get a fair shake at the deal and it gets recognized, because there will be some problems, but let's hire people that will anticipate and know what they are, not some wackadoo from Blackwood or Pennsylvania or Delaware because it's a better deal. Okay, let's do this correctly. So thank you, Mr. Van Drew, and thank you for being a gentleman, for tolerating that 40 minutes of pain listening to that guy talk. And then we hit number 3, privileges for one. Now, this topic goes to 2 people. Again, Martin. Number 2, Chief Sarkos. Either parking enforcement has to play nice and ticket everyone, or we all can park how we want when we want, because I find it highly confusing, and I see favoritism, nepotism with this from the chief on how does Marty get the parker in the end, blocking the right of way for a pedestrian who may have been handicapped to use the ramp, but it was clearly in that picture that I received that he was blocking it, and someone couldn't have gone either way at a busy intersection in front of a casino at this restaurant and get no ticket for it and just park there. How does this work? Because ultimately, if someone else does it and they get a ticket, they can fight you on it and win. And we don't want to get into that. So, Chief Sarkos, the next time Marty parks the way he does, ticket him. You know, you've been asked, case in point, Jimmy, you know this. I asked you a couple times for JJ Fish Week. Real people, real money, real economic impact in this town. In abundance, they go fishing, they come back, eat, gamble, this, that, and the third. What do? You send the cavalry out to ticket the shit out of everyone at the Marina District. But Dodo Bird can go, who has zero economic impact in the area. Zero economic impact. He is a detriment, a dead weight, an aircraft carrier anchor of economic impact here in town. He can do what he wants to do because he has the title mayor. Well, no. So I am calling you out. The next time homeboy is parked like an idiot, you better get out of your bed and give him a ticket. If you don't remember how, you got plenty of traffic officers that'd be probably more than happy to tighten his ass up. But I only can get so many calls, so many text messages, because no one's going to tell you. So I will. It is what it is. Do what you went to school for. Do what you went to the academy for, and all these special classes and shit like that. Ticket the guy. It ain't hard, bro. You got the one guy who collects, he sings and he does the meters and he gives tickets. I'm sure he'll be happy to give Marty a ticket. Number 4, taxes. Let's see here. City of Atlantic City. Hold on here. Official website. Property tax collector. Pay your taxes. Let's go. Fancy new page. Let's go block and lot. Search. That's me. Pay. I still can't pay my taxes, and we are the 18th of the month. What in the hell has been happening? Why can't we pay our taxes? We have budgets we have to do and stuff like that. So, at least allow us to pay something to get it done. The hell. And this is no reflection on the tax office by any means. Great people in there. But the mayor and his advisory board on what we got to pay and whatever, why can't we pay the things now? Something. I don't know. Get it over with. It's bullshit. And then we go to, this is poor planning because You know, like, what are we doing? All these days off, all these professional development classes, all this. What the hell are they for? If we can't do shit, we got to do on time. Do we get a discount for you guys being late so we can pay you? Because we got to pay you if we're late. So where's the fairness in this? Like, what are we doing here? You know? Again, phone calls and shit, I don't need. I got nothing to do with it. But they want it on Facebook. There you go. So, the hell are we doing? And not for nothing, all of these political tricks Marty's done. I'm the mayor. I've been lowering taxes. Lower. People, if you didn't realize there was a problem where your gas, your groceries, your eggs, your milk, your insurance, your day-to-day cost of living and of life, minus gas, keeps going up, and taxes are going down. Now we're going to get it in the ass in another year and a quarter maybe, where we should have just stayed right where we were, maybe a slight haircut, but to where they could have bankrolled some of the money to take the sting out of it. So if we did have to go up, it'd be back up to where we were. So we, as people in a seasonal shore resort town that doesn't have consistent monies coming in because this idiot doesn't know how to bring people into Atlantic City, had a budget. So obviously his school is pointless because what he's doing to the actual taxpayers, those who don't pay don't know. You'll find out the hard way when your landlords jack the rent up any chance they get, definitely going forward. You believe that. Between insurances and taxes now, trust me, your rent's going to go up whenever it can go up. You know, and that's another thing. A lot of people here own buildings, and because of rent control, you can't even break even on your property unless you've had it for 100 years, and you wind up coming out of pocket because you only can do 8%, 2%, but with telling you right now, they say 14% raise in property taxes. You know, we've had almost 80% raise in our electric, but we can't make up for it on the rent because of rent control. So we come out of pocket, or some people, unfortunately, got to let their properties go because it doesn't make sense. This is why we have distressed properties. But they don't have this in the Marty Small Business School of stupidity. You know? Not at all. And coming from a guy who's not even qualified to talk about economics or property or anything like that, because you're not a landlord, you don't have a rental, nothing, you got shit. Your car's from the taxpayers, your pay's been from the taxpayers, your house is from the taxpayers, your insurance from the taxpayers. You've done nothing on your own except take money from the taxpayers and try to be a baller. So how do you teach a school and you got zero experience? What jobs have you had outside of political handouts or working the system? None. People, it's right in front of you. It ain't hard. It is what it is. The truth hurts. Either way, and then we got number 5, Wedding of the Sea recap. I know Marty's not Catholic, but the ignorance of him walking ahead of the bishop towards the ocean, highly disrespectful, but denying Maria Lacka, again, one of 2 Catholic council people on the board, to go on the boat with the lifeguards and the bishop and Marty, like she wanted it by herself, who I know with other people worked so hard to put that together with getting the people there, working with Hard Rock to get the food and all that stuff done, getting the bishops there, a lot of moving parts. You deny that lady who is a Italian Catholic with one of her own priests, bishops, on the boat. You not like you do it every year. You're scared of the water. We know you can't swim. But again, it was a photo op because of the election year with the bishop. You're not going to get any votes out of it. So, like, what were you trying to prove? So next year, hands down, I want 2 boats to go out. I want Reverend Days in one. I want you in the other. We'll get a bishop and a priest, 2 bishops and a priest, whatever, and everybody go out so it's all fair now. But for you to do that and disrespectfully walk ahead of that gentleman who's a bishop, it shows the lack of class you have because you want the spotlight in your tight-ass shorts to go down and be something you're not. The gentleman thing would have been let the lady go. But you're not a gentleman because, again, the situation you're in with one of your ladies that lives in your house or used to live in your house. So, there's that. So, what did we learn today? Jeff, go to bed. Marty loves credit. Marty and Jimmy need to figure out how you guys set the example for everybody on parking and special treatment. The taxes, we got to wait probably another week or so for no reason. And we're going to get screwed on the backside. And again, he wants to be the class clown and look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Remember this in November. No matter who you're voting for. See you later.